Hey, Cynthia and I would love to be there to talk with you in person about the World Race. But, unfortunately, we're unable to, but we figured this would suffice until later.
We're very excited to go on the World Race. We had talked before about going on mission trips, but I felt apprehensive by the fact that we would go into a country and talk to them about the gospel of love, servanthood, and fellowship, and then leave soon after. The World Race allows us to live and serve the community for a month. We'll be able to show them the love Jesus has placed on our hearts and serve them the way Jesus showed his disciples and those around him.
The World Race is a mission trip offered through an organization called Adventures in Missions, or AIM. AIM was established in 1989, and since then they've helped send over 80,000 people into the mission field. The World Race is a mission trip that sends groups of young adults around the world for 11 months. The first World Race teams were sent out in January 2006, and since then, AIM has sent out multiple groups every year.
By spending a month in each country, we'll be able to build relationships with the local people. If you look at the parables Jesus uses when he was traveling, most are related to farming. This was because Jesus knew what was important and relevant to the people he was talking to, and he knew what would touch their hearts. The relationships we'll build will help us relate to the local people in the same way.
For this reason, it's important for us to spend time developing relationships. We'll be traveling to 11 different countries, and as Cynthia mentioned, we'll be spending a month in each country. Previous teams have traveled to Argentina,
Botswana,
Cambodia,
China,
Costa Rica,
Czech Republic,
the Dominican Republic,
Egypt,
Guatemala,
Haiti,
Ireland,
Kenya,
Malawi,
Mexico,
Mozambique,
Nicaragua,
Peru,
Romania,
South Africa,
Swaziland,
Thailand,
Turkey,
Uganda,
Ukraine,
Vietnam,
among other countries. At this time, we know our group will be traveling to the Dominican Republic and Turkey. And by training camp, which will be in May, we will know the remaining 9 countries. In these countries, we will be working in orphanages, working with victims of human trafficking, doing construction projects, teaching in schools, digging wells, comforting AIDS victims, and trying to be the hands and feet of Christ.
AIM has provided the July 2010 team with a forum to communicate with one another. We've been able to get to know our future teammates through the sharing of testimonies, Bible studies, and prayer support. At this time, our full team has over 40 members, and at training camp, AIM will divide us into smaller groups who we will be working more closely with for the majority of the mission trip.
Each month, we will travel to a new country. For roughly 28 days, we will be focusing on serving the community, while for the last 3 days, we will be working with our smaller teams to reach the next destination, similarly to the Amazing Race on TV.
Traveling for 11 months, living and serving in foreign communities is not cheap. Each participant needs to collect roughly $14,000, which means that Cynthia and I need to raise $28,000. This goes towards our transportation, food, accommodations, as well as helping us serve the community. This is where you come in.
We can't raise this much money without your help. Whether it's $5, $10, or $100, every little bit helps us get that much closer to our goal. $28,000 sounds like a lot, but when you break it down, it's really not that much. We will be serving in the communities for 24 hours a day, every day, for 11 months. If this was a job, it would average out to approximately $1.80 per hour. Not everyone is able to make this year-long commitment, but John and I are ready to.
Jesus said to go to the nations and make disciples. God has blessed Cynthia and I in giving us this opportunity to go. God is calling us to go, but He's also calling you to partner with us in this adventure. Every heart we touch, every life God changes through us, will be a direct result of your support.
Partner with us and you will be part of the change we want to see in the world.